Another one of those little details for you to ponder on. The terrorists, them terrorists, those jihadi, ISIS, whatever you want to call them, they're respecting the lockdown, aren't they? They are. They love the Western governments, and they love their government so much that in the past 2 to 3 months, there's been no terrorist attacks in the world, no groups. Well, we know why. Because there aren't terrorists in the world. There's a few nutty people, but there are no terrorist groups unless they're backed and financed by Israel, Britain, and America. So, while everybody's being distracted by social distancing, which is going to carry on for a long, long time, by the way, and they're being distracted by prime ministers and royalty supposedly getting ill, but not dying, celebrities getting ill, and not dying, aside from the 91-year-olds, who are all being attributed to COVID. If you died tomorrow, your death would be attributed to COVID. Did you know that? Unless you were smashed to smithereens by a circus elephant. Even then, they'd say that the circus elephant killed you because it had COVID. So you'd be a victim of COVID, you see? See, there's no getting away from the statistics here. The other horrible statistic is that there are more suicides than virus cases, deaths. Approximately 90,000 deaths, 111,000 suicides in the past 3 months. So you can, you can tell people till they're blue in the face what's going on here, and they can't see it. They can't see the supply chain issues. They can't see the suicides. You've got people working from home now thinking that their jobs are safe and they're okay because they're important because they're working from home. Let me tell you something. If you're working from home, your job is irrelevant. You're not contributing to society. You're not contributing to manufacturing. You're not contributing to the economy. Your job is irrelevant. Okay? If you want to go and do something, if you want to work and you want to help your fellow man and you want to carry on working at the moment, go out into the fields and pick fruit and vegetables, because in 3 to 6 months, people's supply chain will be gone. When they announce the second wave and then the shelves are empty and they blame you because you stockpiled, the majority of people will still believe the media and say, oh, well, it's because people like you stockpiled, not realizing that supply chain is broken. So individual countries that grow their own food, that have their own meat, won't see too much of an issue for another 3 to 4 weeks. But the countries that import, you're going to see this massively within the next month or two. Wheat, rice, beef, milk, dairy, all the things that we take for granted are simply going to vanish. And of course, not for everyone. You can bet your life that if you were to pop into the Marks and Spencers in Westminster, you'd probably be able to pick up a loaf of bread and a pint of milk. This is in 2 to 3 weeks. Try doing that on the Wirral. Go up to the Wirral, go up to Hull, right, to the council estates on the same day. Not that you're allowed to, because you couldn't drive without an excuse from Westminster to Hull, where you could do in January, February. You're allowed to just get in your car and say, I'll go to Hull today, why not? Well, you can't, can you? And you also can't go and talk with other people, so you can't form new opinions. People aren't realising this, that there will be no resistance to this, because you aren't allowed to go and talk, and this is planned. You're not allowed to sit in a pub and talk about your business being affected, and and then rile each other up and get angry and form a group and then try and take down the local government. Well, that's what we should be doing. That's what human beings do. And they've even stopped the ability for you to congregate and discuss political ideas. So I think it's going to round this up by saying this. You're fucked. You are fucked. Do you get it yet? Fucked. The only way you can not be fucked is if you listen to people like me, unfortunately. And it's horrible to have to listen to people like me, isn't it? You need to grow your own food now. You need to plant now. You need to look at stockpiling, and don't care what the media says. You need to stockpile your basic essentials now. If you live in an area which is relatively rural, you need to go out and make contacts with people that have flocks of animals, people that grow food now. This isn't for tomorrow, this isn't for next week, this isn't for the week after, this isn't even for next month. This is to preserve your life over the next 2 to 3 decades. And I'm sounding harsh again because I'm still dealing with numpties who really believe that this is all going to go back to normal, that they don't even look at supply chain, they don't look at the economy, they don't look at government shutting down, they don't think about the implications of social distancing and what this will mean. They don't think about how people are going to be forced away from each other literally forever. And what they'll do is they'll relax this lockdown for a bit, then there'll be a second wave, then they'll blame the public, then the food will disappear, then they'll blame the public. After that, it's just a big black chasm. Cheers.